Hi, everyone. This is Kerem Baran with Solar Academy. I am here today with Will Wiseman of Climatize. Hi, Will. Good to have you.
Hey, Karen, pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yes. So, just for everybody's benefit, we met. Will and I met about. I would say that was close to the end of last year, I believe. So about
hmm
9 months ago or so, 9, 10 months
hmm
ago, and uh, and I have since then become a small angel investor in Climatize for disclosure purposes. Let's make that clear up front. So, because I really liked what Climatize is doing. So, Will, for the audience, can you please tell us a little bit about Climatize, how it came to exist? What were the initial sparks that made you start it? What's the story behind it?
Sure. Yeah. So Climatize is a easy and transparent platform for you to invest in renewable energy projects with as little as $5. And we are a regulation crowdfunding portal that enables everyone from retail investors all the way through qualified institutions to come and actually invest and earn a competitive return by, supporting renewable energy projects in your community and across the country. And Climatize was really born from a lived experience of mine where my co-founder, she and I were completing the first of our master's degrees in Barcelona, where we had started working together. And through that, this is actually September 2019, pre-COVID, the global climate strikes were occurring. And this was in Barcelona, there was 100,000 people protesting in the streets for climate action. And she and I were just blown away by this level of hope and motivation. And yet there was this sad realization as I stood up on this bench and looked out over this sea of people that we would all go home and the next day, nothing was going to be different. That this huge turnout really didn't lead to any tangible carbon reduction. And so, from that, we just thought, wow, if you get 100,000 people together and their best option is to make a cardboard sign, that is a glaring problem. And so she and I started asking people from those strikes, what is it that everyone could contribute? And there was many answers, but the common thread was capital. Like, what if everyone just pitched in a small amount? And so we just did a back of the napkin calculation, that 100,000 people in Barcelona, if they each pitched in $1, what would that be? It'd be $100,000 that day. And you could actually build a solar project with that. If you did it for a year, it'd be $36.5 million. You could build a decent amount of solar projects with that. And then we said, okay, wow, Barcelona was just one of hundreds of cities. There were 7.6 million people who showed up for those climate strikes around the world. Like, what if they pitched in $1 a day? That'd be those 7.6 million people would generate over $2.75 billion per year. And that's just at $1 a day. There's a lot of upside on that. And we went, wow, this could actually be a meaningful pool of capital that could really accelerate the energy transition. And for us to actually incorporate everyday people in that, helping them be active stakeholders rather than neutral bystanders in the energy transition was a really compelling mission for us. And so that is what we set off to achieve. And so from there, now we're having this conversation and we just crossed an exciting milestone. Last week, we raised the first $1 million for solar projects through Climatize. And so it's been a roller coaster of a journey, but we're starting to really see the energy transition, really buying in and seeing that they themselves can be a meaningful player in the energy transition.